Two fruits, both ancient, both backed by modern science, and both sitting in your grocery store right now, probably overlooked by most people who walk right past them. Today on True Age Wellness, we're putting blueberries and pomegranate head to head. Brain health, heart health, inflammation, aging, and by the end of this video you might rethink which one deserves a permanent spot in your diet. Let's get into it. What makes these fruits special? Before we compare them, let's understand why these two fruits keep showing up in health research again and again. Blueberries contain a group of antioxidants called anthocyanins, the same pigments that give them that deep blue-purple color. These compounds are particularly interesting to scientists because they don't just sit in your gut, they actually cross the blood-brain barrier, meaning they can directly interact with brain tissue. Pomegranate, on the other hand, gets its power from compounds called punicolagenes and ellagitannins, concentrated mostly in the juice and the peel. When your gut breaks these down, they produce a compound called urolithin A, which has recently gained serious attention in anti-aging research. So right away, these are two very different types of antioxidant profiles, and that difference matters a lot, depending on what your health goals are. 2. Brain health. Let's start with the brain, because honestly, this is where blueberries have built their reputation. As we get older, the brain becomes more vulnerable to oxidative stress and inflammation. Over time, this can show up as slower recall, difficulty focusing, or that foggy feeling that becomes more common after your 40s. Multiple human studies, not just animal studies, have shown that regular blueberry consumption can improve memory performance and processing speed. In one well-known trial, older adults who drank blueberry juice daily for just 12 weeks showed measurable improvements in memory tests compared to a placebo group. The reason blueberries seem so effective for the brain comes back to those anthocyanins. They accumulate in areas of the brain responsible for learning and memory, support blood flow to the brain, and help protect neurons from damage. Now, pomegranate does have brain-related benefits too, particularly around reducing neuroinflammation. But when it comes to direct evidence on human memory and cognitive function, blueberries currently have a stronger and more consistent body of research behind them. Brain health winner blueberries. Heart health. Here's where things get a lot more interesting, and where pomegranate starts to close the gap. Blueberries support heart health in a well-documented way. Their anthocyanins help improve the flexibility of blood vessels and support healthy blood pressure by boosting nitric oxide, a molecule that helps your arteries relax and expand. But pomegranate takes cardiovascular support a step further. Research has shown that pomegranate consumption may help reduce the buildup of plaque in arteries, improve circulation, and support healthy blood pressure levels, even more directly than blueberries in some studies. One landmark study tracked participants with high cardiovascular risk and found that regular pomegranate juice consumption led to a measurable reduction in arterial plaque thickness over time. Pomegranate's dense concentration of polyphenols appears to protect the inner lining of blood vessels from oxidative damage in a particularly potent way. Heart health winner pomegranate by a slim but meaningful margin. 4. Inflammation and aging. Chronic low-grade inflammation is now considered one of the biggest drivers of accelerated aging, contributing to everything from joint pain to cognitive decline to metabolic issues. Both fruits are genuinely impressive here. Blueberries reduce several inflammatory markers in the body, including ones associated with cardiovascular and metabolic disease. They also support a healthy gut microbiome, which plays a much bigger role in inflammation than most people realize. But pomegranate brings something unique to the table, and this is where that compound urolithin A comes in. When gut bacteria break down pomegranate's ellagitannins, they produce urolithin A, which has been shown in research to support something called mitophagy, essentially, the process by which your cells clear out damaged mitochondria and generate healthier ones. This is a mechanism directly linked to cellular aging. This makes pomegranate a standout when it comes to cellular-level anti-aging potential. Anti-aging and inflammation, a genuine tie, but pomegranate has an edge at the cellular level. 5. How much should you eat? You don't need massive amounts of either fruit to see benefits. Consistency matters more than quantity. For blueberries, most research uses around 1 cup per day, roughly 150 grams. Fresh works great, but frozen blueberries are just as effective and far more affordable. The freezing process doesn't significantly reduce their antioxidant content. For pomegranate, about half to 1 whole pomegranate daily is a practical goal. If you prefer juice, look for 100% pure pomegranate juice with no added sugar. Around 6 to 8 ounces per day is a commonly studied amount. That said, whenever possible, eat the whole fruit. The fiber in whole pomegranate helps slow sugar absorption and supports your gut health in ways juice alone can't replicate. 6. So who actually wins? Der the lol prolauf. Here's the honest answer and why this might surprise you. Neither fruit wins outright. They win in different arenas. If your focus is memory, cognitive performance, and long-term brain protection, blueberries are your best bet. If your focus is heart health, circulation, and cellular anti-aging, pomegranate deserves a serious place in your routine. And if you can make room for both, research suggests the combination may deliver compounding benefits that neither fruit achieves alone. Different antioxidant pathways, different mechanisms, working together. Nature doesn't operate in single winners, and neither should your plate. That's it for today's True Age Wellness Breakdown. If this helped you think differently about what you're eating, drop a comment below. Which fruit are you adding to your routine first? Blueberries or pomegranate? If you found value in this, share it with someone who could use it, and we'll see you in the next one.